I'll tell you what's going on. We are going to go back in time. I love the documentaries that we are focusing on right now. We know Afrikaans radio station, RSG, you've got to say it with a bit of an accent. They've been hosting the most amazing audio documentary series, 13 episodes in each, and they are mind-blowing. Absolutely love it. So the aim of these documentaries, if you haven't heard us chat before, is to create some social awareness, some real impact regarding some current topics, maybe some big milestones, forgotten communities that are flying under the radar, some people that desperately deserve that platform. And I think what I love the most, some important literary figures as well. It's kind of like learning history in the most beautiful, impactful, colorful way. Love it.
Wow. Well, I don't know if you've heard about it, but if this is your first time, let me tell you that these documentaries, they air on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock on RSG. Now, this week's episode focuses on historical overview of the Jukebox, right? By Hades Muller Isaacs. And I don't know if you know anything about the Jukebox, but did you know that the Jukebox in Afrikaans is actually plate speelkas? For someone who doesn't understand the language, just so that you know, and I've just found out too, what do you think they would interpret this word as?
So it's a speelkas that plays plates, because it does look like the records are like plates coming out of the cabinet.
With your mom's finest china.
I get that, but they're actually beautiful. They become quite retro. I think a lot of like pubs and clubs and places will have them because they just on their own kind of make an impact like that. But they would have obviously supported the music industry, if you think about it. They were the original kind of plug-in. In fact, jukeboxes originated in America, which stands to reason, probably in a diner somewhere. They gained popularity in bars and obviously entertainment venues during the early to mid 20th century, becoming this iconic symbol of the era's music culture. You've got to be standing around the jukebox, toe tapping, listening to the tunes. So what impact do you think this had in general for music and entertainment? And for me, I'm thinking like there wouldn't have been, radio was a thing, but it wasn't open to everybody. There would have been very few platforms to get music out en masse. So you can imagine that salesman going to each pub and each bar. Listen, have you got this plate? You want to play this plate in your, but I love that. I love the fact that it's a symbol of music, as much as it's been a custodian of some of the greatest hits from that era. I love it that it becomes the symbol of, the totem, if you will.
Yes, and the reach for those musicians have just increased so much more. You know, like you said, they're gatekeepers in things like radio. And look at people dancing to jukebox music. I mean, that is what it's about. Nowadays, we're in the clubs. Back then, the jukebox was the DJ. Come on.
And you see those people, they have the arrogance of the mullet arrogance, okay? Once you have embraced the mullet, and the perm and the fringe like that, you are unstoppable.
When your hair's reaching the heavens, I mean, come on.
I love it.
Yes.
So on tonight's episode, Hades Muller Isaacs will go through the historical journey of the jukebox with reference to South Africa, which I'm really interested to find out about. And it also features some really entertaining input from musical legend Anton Goosen. So we'll get the insider view, we'll get the outsider view, and the historical path. Absolutely brilliant.
I love that they're touching on South Africa in particular, because what contribution did we have here? Well, all this and more you can find out on tonight's audio documentary on RSG that happens at 8 o'clock. Do not miss it. It's definitely going to be a piece of history that is undeniably great.